Hey, hey, what's up? And today it's list week, or not really 1 week, but 2 weeks. It's list week, guys. It's list week. And in this week, I'm going to be talking about my best or worst days of the year, my favorite albums, my favorite songs, my favorite movies, TV shows. It's going to be a great way to end this year. So without further ado, I'm going to do the first video of our list event. I'm going to be talking about my top 10 best and worst days of 2017. I know not much people really do this kind of video because it's kind of personal and it's also kind of dumb, but I also did the same for last year. I recorded down, I wrote down whenever there's a super good day or a super bad day, and I will make a list of top 10 worst and best days of the year every year. So without further ado, let's start off with top 10 best days of 2017. So there is one honorable mention for the best days of 2017, and it is April 28th. Despite my phone not being too functional because I can't access the internet. There's this thing called mobile data, and you can access the internet without using Wi-Fi, but my mobile data ran out that day. And that day was actually kind of fun. We have this school picnic, so on that day we had fun. I had fun going on a trip, and I also had time to play video games, and I also had a lot of fun playing video games, and I watched 2 TV episodes, and I also had time to edit my videos. So April 28th is a pretty good day. But number 10 would be February 5th. Despite having stomach flu or whatever stomach ache it is, and despite having a bunch of homework, I got medicine that actually makes me feel better. And the whole morning of that day I was free and I was alone at home. I could play my computer games the whole time. I could play video games the whole day, and I also won some video games. I won some rounds, and I watched Game of Thrones: The Reigns of Castamere. I know The Red Wedding, it's tragic, it's terrible, but it's also a fucking great episode. And on February 5th, I watched it, and it's pretty good. Number 9 would be June 23rd. And basically it is nearly the end of my year 3 of my school year. So basically I have my mobile data back. I can access the internet again. I had fun playing video games. I won some rounds, and my exam results are announced, and it is actually decent. It's actually okay. And the best exam paper subject was maths. I got 56 out of 58 for maths paper 1. So my maths exam is separated into 2 parts, and my first part had 56 out of 58, which is record breaking for me. Number 8 is July 13th. Number 8 would be January 13th to 15th. It's more like 3 days, but let's count it as 1 day. It's just basically a period of time. And basically I had fun being friends with my friends again. If you have watched my school update video, you'll probably know about Natalie and Cedric and Miss J. We were friends and we had fun. We take photos. It's like the most traditional and cheesy thing friends can do. And we had fun. It's so cheesy, but it's amazing. I love that day. And on January 14th and 15th, I get to meet up with my cousins. We also had a lot of fun. We talked a lot. and I won a lot of video games in that 2 days. So it's really satisfying. Nothing too bad happened. Number 7 would be July 5th to 6th. Again, it's 2 days and it's a period of time. So on July 5th, I got to play with Leo and Cedric in a video game, and we also won a lot of rounds. Please keep in mind that the video games I was playing, I lose a lot. So winning for me is quite good. So, and then I get to play video games with my classmates, my friends, so that's also really good. And I also downloaded Skype in my phone so that I and Cedric and Leo could talk to each other while playing games. And they also recorded like video of us playing games. So my friend uploaded a video on YouTube where we play games together. I'm not going to tell you his channel, by the way, for privacy reasons, of course. And also on July 5th, I uploaded my Game of Thrones Season 1 review, which is a step for me. It's not the best review, but it's a step for me. It's a start. It's a good start. And on July 6th, it is announced, and I am informed that I got the 35th place of my entire grade. So by that time, there is 159 students in my grade, in grade 10. And I got the 35th place. And that is so good. Like, before that day, the best I've gotten is 51st. And the worst I've gotten is 83rd, which is like middle, average. And originally the grade had 175 students because every class has 35 students, but over the course of 3 years, a lot of students just left the school, I guess. So it's 159 now, and I got the 35th place. I jumped from 51 to 35, and it is so amazing. And it also means that I get a chance to choose what class I want to enter for grade 10, which is A class, and my decision is made, and I actually got into A class for A, so that's really impressive. And also on July 6th, I had a pretty nice dinner. For number 5, top 5 days of 2017. Yes, I'm gonna take a sip of this. For number 5, it would be April 5th. And basically on that day, the test is over. Like, there are 2 tests, 2 uniform tests, and that is the second uniform test of that school year, and the test is over. And I also won some video games, and I broke my record of video games winning. And I also watched a pretty nice Game of Thrones episode. It was season 4, episode 7, Mockingbird. And I also posted an Instagram post where it's basically again, if you watch my school updates, you probably know about L and M, the supposed enemy girls, and I wrote a Instagram post to tell them that I don't mean them no harm, and I come in peace, basically. But that's a pretty good day. Okay, so it may seem that I screwed up a little bit. And number 4 is July 6th, but I've already mentioned that, so that doesn't count. So number 4 would be December 10th, which is funny because it's basically yesterday. So I've changed my mind a little bit and changed the list, the list a little bit, and I've realized December 10th is a hell of a great day because I live in Hong Kong, and there's this place far, far away that I had never been to. I had actually been to once during last summer, and yesterday I went there again, and I went there for a longer amount of time, and I and my family went there. My family never knew I've been there, but I've actually been there twice, including yesterday, so my family thinks this is the first time we had been there. So basically, we went there. It's an island far, far away. It's basically if Hong Kong, like I'm in Hong Kong Island right now. So if Hong Kong Island is Westeros, then that place would be Sothorios. So it's mysterious and it's really beautiful. The place is really beautiful, and I had a couple of friends that live there. And if you've watched my school update videos, then you'll know who is Miss J, who is incredibly talented, who is really inhuman in a super way, in a superior way. And I suddenly saw her. Like I and her texted like, dude, I'm in the north, like the north of that district right now. Where are you? And she's like, +1, I'm there also. And and like I was at my mom's friend's slash student's wedding. Like we went there because my mom's a teacher, and my mom's student had a wedding. And I went there outside the church, and I looked far, far away, and I see this girl. It was cold. I was wearing like jackets and layers of clothes, and this girl, she's tall and she's fit and she looks nice, and she was wearing short-sleeved shirt and shorts, just shorts, like a gray shirt and black shorts, as if it's summer. But it's actually really cold, but she's just like, it's summer, y'all, what up? And not that she didn't do that, but and then I look back again, I was like, dude, if that is actually Miss J, wow, like, dude. And then I was like, yep, it's her. It's her and her younger brother, who's riding like a scooter or something. And I looked back again, and she just ran away, and she's gone. And now I saw her in the morning again at school, so that's pretty cool. She's like this mysterious figure in the public, but at school she's more authentic and she's more real. So I'm thinking I might be hallucinating. No, I'm not hallucinating. No. And my parents didn't see her, so that's awesome. My mom saw her back in like last month at school, and she thought she's a totally random person, but she's actually my friend, and I didn't tell her, so that's pretty cool. And then later in that place, I met up with Leo. Leo also lives there, and Leo suddenly comes along with an orange hoodie jacket. And yo, what up? PV equals 1/3 NMC negative square. Yeah. We just had a physics test at school today, so we kind of talked about school, we kind of talked about things, and it's insane. I saw two classmates, two friends randomly in a place far, far away. If I saw Miss L there, if I saw Linda there, it would be fantastic, but I didn't see her. And the dinner was great. Someone played Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Great musical choice. It's so rare to, to see people who have great, great, great musical choice. Which leads us to number 3. Directly to number 3. And it is February 27th. So if you don't know, I am in drama club at school, which means I'm in the school drama team. We join competitions and stuff. And then we have a visiting day. It's actually called open day, but it's actually a visiting day where a bunch of parents and elementary school kids visit our school and watch us do things. And on that day, we drama team had to perform a drama, our drama. And yeah, I was the supporting character, and it was stunning. I tried my best. There's a scene where I had to argue. I had a girlfriend in that play, and we had to argue with each other, which I love. I love arguing on stage, and there's like a microphone, like a little microphone here, and I argued. I seriously argued. My face got red, and I was mad, and I wanted to impress the audience. I know the audience doesn't really care, but it was fun while it lasted, so it's really cool. And I also watched the Oscars replay. Now, you may ask me, why didn't I watch the Oscars live? Because when the Oscars is happening, I'm still at school. It is Monday morning for us in Hong Kong. So I watched the Oscar replay on February 27th, and I made a tweet and I made an Instagram post about it, and it's really cool. Oh boy, it's number 22! Gosh, oh boy, it's number 2. Number 2 would be August 22nd. And basically it is summer, and I haven't seen my friends for over a month already, and I had been really bored, and it was very dreadful and dreary, and suddenly me, Jay, Cedric, and Natalie, we talked in our WhatsApp group, and we decided to meet up with each other. So yeah, it was fun. We met each other for the first time in 1 month, and I was like, dude, look at us right now. Look at us. This is us in grade 10. This is the 7th term, the 7th semester. Us. That's really cool. And although we walked like around, we wanted to have lunch together, so we kind of found a Japanese restaurant, and we had sushi, and it was kind of expensive. I paid $88 Hong Kong dollars for a lunch, which is basically about $12 USD, and it was a bit expensive, but I guess it's worth it, because I was with my friends. We had a lot of fun having sushi, and after having sushi, I and Miss J, or Jordana, and Cedric, we went to Cedric's place, Cedric's apartment. We didn't actually go inside. We stayed outside, and Cedric gave me a drink, and we had a lot of fun. We also went to the library to do homework, because homework is fun. Yay! Crying. But homework is fun when you do it with your friends. And, shit, man. There's a lot of homework to do. I remember doing the chemistry homework. The best day of 2017 has to be August 16th. It's the summer holiday again, and tell you what, it's amazing. And you know, I usually name days, like I give them a title during holidays. So that day is called Wharves / Southernmost Easternmost. So on that day, actually on that week, I and my family went to New Zealand, and we had fun. We went to Kerry Kerry, which is in the very north of North Island, and it was in Whangarei, and we went around there. We went to Russell, and then we went down to Warksworth, and then on August 16th, we went to Auckland. And yeah, the previous 5 days are okay, I guess. Life in Kerry Kerry is very natural, very relaxing. It's trees and grass everywhere. And but when you go down to Auckland, it's the city. It is one of the biggest city. You know what? It's actually the biggest city in New Zealand. So we went to Auckland, and I had been waiting for that for a long time. I was holding a camera the whole time, and I was, taking pictures, filming videos. We actually arrived Auckland on August 15th, but for the sake of money, we actually took a night, like we went to some cheap lodge overnight, and we had dinner in a really shitty restaurant that Gordon Ramsay will definitely burn down. Um, there's like a really crappy restaurant in Auckland, and we went there for dinner on the 15th. But on the 16th, we decided to spend way much more money and actually experience Auckland, New Zealand. And we arrived at Auckland downtown. We went to the wharves, the Prince Wharf, the Queen's Wharf. It was amazing. It was a great day. The sky was blue, the clouds are white, and the weather is really good. It's really beautiful. The Queen's Wharf and the Prince's Wharf is really beautiful. The view is great, and we had a great lunch at a restaurant called the Crab Shack, which is in one of the wharves. I forgot. And then we kind of visited the art gallery, and then we just went to the art gallery for less than half an hour because there's actually not much to see in there, but it's still okay. And we also wanted to go into the War Memorial, the place. We didn't actually go in, we just went into the lobby to just take a look. But we didn't actually went inside the War Memorial. And then we kind of had fun in a grass field outside the War Memorial. And we drove our car, we rented a car, and we drove all the way to Mission Bay because we wanted to have a dinner in Mission Bay. But in the end, we didn't find any good restaurants in Mission Bay because all the restaurants in Mission Bay is Italian, Japanese, and blah blah blah. We want New Zealand food. We came to New Zealand for New Zealand food. So at the end, we went back to the wharves, and we had a pretty good dinner over there. It's expensive, but it was great. We all had steak, the New Zealand steak. We had a lot of drinks, not like alcohol drinks, by the way, just fruit juice. I'm a kid. Just kidding. And yeah, we had a pasta, we had a salad, we had dessert, which is really good. So it is a really memorable day for me. We had a lot of fun. I felt free. I felt happy. And it's one of the best cities I've ever been to, along with Venice in Italy and Los Angeles. I went to Los Angeles.